Hi, my name is Talene and I'm an educator and I'm about to have $90,000 of my student loans forgiven. Now, this isn't my usual content. I usually post stuff about education, parenting, fun tips and tricks, so go ahead and hit that follow button. But this one's a little variation from the norm. Now, I want to talk about how this is about to happen, and it's because I signed up for the PSLF program. So I want two things to happen from this particular post. One, for anybody who has not gone in and researched the PSLF program, if they're a public servant of any way, like if they're a teacher or any sort of state or federal government worker, I think you can get forgiven some of your stuff. And then secondly, I want to talk about loans in general and just, stuff like that. So I want you to go back in your head all the way back to 2009. That's when I graduated with my bachelor's and my teaching credential. And let me tell you, nobody was hiring at that time. They were not hiring teachers. They were not hiring subs. I was laughed out of many district offices when I was trying to hand them my resume, and I was so desperate to teach. And then finally, someone took pity on me, and it was a private school that I had personally attended as a kid, and they were hiring for a first grade teacher. I was stoked. I could not wait to start teaching. I just wanted a classroom of kids. I could not wait. Now, the only downside of this is that they paid, and I kid you not, this was literally the case, $20,000 a year. I live in California. It wasn't livable then. That is not livable now. It wasn't livable 40 years ago. $20,000 a year is not a lot, but I took it because I wanted that experience, and I'm not sorry that I took it, and I'm forever grateful to this day for that experience. Now, while I was teaching there, I decided I wanted to go back to school to get my master's because I saw that there was some need that I had to make myself a better educator. And I thought with a little extra training and actual kids to try out any of these new techniques on was an amazing opportunity. And it was, but it was so expensive. And I had to live off of my loans because I couldn't pay for my schooling out of pocket. Now, I've been paying back what I could, but it wasn't very much at the time. Then I got a job in my 5th year of teaching at a public school. Now, this public school didn't necessarily have the same pay ladder that other public schools do, but I got started as a beginning teacher just because my credential wasn't cleared yet. But I was making more than I was making at the private school. I called the student loan companies up and I told them that I'd be happy to pay a little bit more so that I could try to get my student loans taken care of in a timely manner. Come to find out about the public servant loan forgiveness program, and I signed up for it, but those payments that I had made so far at the time did not count. And so whenever you had to make 120 qualifying payments, those payments that I had made for a few years at that point did not count. And these were not small payments. These were $400 to $500 a month payments that I was trying to make to handle the debt. But these payments were going towards the interest and not the principal. So that number never budged. I had paid tens of thousands of dollars back in my student loan, but that number literally never budged. That's why it was still sitting there at nearly $90,000, and it has not changed since then. Now, things have changed a little bit with this administration where those payments that I made before now retroactively count, and they went towards my public servant loan forgiveness program, and that's why I am just about to get mine forgiven, and all of it is going to go away. But this speaks to a larger thing. Don't get me wrong. I am so thankful that this is the case. I am so thankful that I'll be able to put this behind me. But my goodness, I invested in myself. I put my education first like we were told to do. Nobody can take my education from me, but goodness gracious, I had to pay so much over the years for it. And I did my best. And I have literally been working every day of my life since I have graduated. I'm what you would consider an elder millennial. And in that, we have like a stigma, I think, with the generations before us sometimes. Not my parents, they're with it people. And I don't think most level-headed, reasonable people feel this way. But I know that there's a lot of people out there who think that we're lazy or that we haven't been doing things and we've been relying on the government to bail us out for whatever. And that is just not true. We had the cards stacked against us. I have literally been teaching as much as I could from the day that I physically could be in a classroom. I am helping prepare literal people who are going to school now, have graduated, they're doing great things with their lives, and I am a part of that. I am part of the reason why they're there. I'm not the whole reason, don't get me wrong, but they crossed my path. They benefited from being in my class, and I benefited from them being in my class. Please understand. We are working hard and we are just trying to make this next generation better. I don't know how else to make it better, and I am no financial guru or anything like that, but something's got to change. Systematically, something has got to change. So thank you for the 6-ish minutes of your time to listen to my spiel, and check out the public student loan or servant loan forgiveness program if you haven't already. It might work to your benefit. Some of the payments that you've made before might count towards a qualifying payment. The 3 years of COVID payments that were made of $0, those count towards that program. So check it out. And also, thank a teacher. Thank your public servants. They work so hard. We've been working so hard day in and day out. We're not lazy. We're not just trying to get handouts or anything like that. We just want a break so that we can do better and that we can save and that we can prepare our kids and their kids for a comfortable future. Okay, thanks. Bye.